I am here with my dear friend Buzz the Bee from Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. You are going to want to keep a close eye on the weather today, am I right? And let me tell you, it's time now for your local weather report, brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Let's buzz on over to the Main Street Media TV Weather Center.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Happy Tuesday, I'm Kelly Roston in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check at your forecast. We are much chillier for today, especially compared to yesterday. We're starting things off in the 30s, so be sure to layer up this morning. You'll need the layers for the afternoon as well. We are going to see a few clouds here and there, but we are going to see much more sunshine compared to yesterday with a mostly sunny sky by the afternoon. Temperatures again chilly with a breeze out of the north, only reaching the low to mid 50s for southern middle Tennessee. But again, we will at least have the sunshine. We'll stay nice and dry and calm for the rest of today and tonight. Maybe a few clouds, but we are going to be dry for overnight. Heading into Wednesday, we will warm up. Winds now out of the south. Temperatures expected to be in the lower 60s for your Wednesday ahead of our next rain chance. That comes overnight Wednesday into Thanksgiving. I think it's just going to be the morning of Thanksgiving. So if you have any travel plans, wait it out until about midday if you can. Otherwise, just looking like some rain and maybe a few thunderstorms. But temperatures will be on the chillier side for your Thanksgiving. Temperatures only reaching the mid 50s, but we are going to see even cooler air than that on the back side of that frontal system as it moves through and out of the area on Thanksgiving. Temperatures getting below freezing Thursday night and staying below freezing at least for the low temperatures through the weekend, with air temperatures on Friday only reaching the mid 40s, and we stayed about just as cold for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you for that update. Tune in each day on Mornings on Main Street for an up-to-date weather report brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. All of their contact information is below. Have a great day.
Good morning, Stefanie.
Good morning. Hi, kids. Hot tea.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Well, believe it or not, you guys, Thanksgiving is this week. I know so many of you preparing, and you may already have some things that you're pulling out and getting ready so you can make all those wonderful dishes on Thursday. And again, not only that, you're probably just prepping for being in that family gathering with so many in one spot. Well, you know what? If you have a lot of people coming in, or maybe if it's just a small gathering, you don't have to stay inside the whole time. You know what? There's places to explore, get out, put out some energy, and just enjoy some fresh air. We're going to share a couple of those spots with you that you can travel to visit this Thanksgiving if you just want to get out and you don't want to do any shopping. Well, we have some great outdoor spots for you. It is our Tennessee Traveler Tuesday, so Tom Adkinson will be with us in just a few minutes. But first this morning, let's go ahead and get a check of our headlines.
Hello, here's the latest news and weather from Main Street Media TV. As the holiday shopping season approaches, the Mount Juliet Police Department has initiated Operation Safe Shopper, enhancing their crime prevention efforts in shopping areas with increased patrols, undercover operations, and advanced technology. Shop with the Sheriff's 2024 program is seeking donors to fund events aimed at fostering trust and positive interactions between at-risk youth and law enforcement in Laurens County. The Don F. Pratt Museum temporarily closed to prepare for the larger New Tennessee Wings of Liberty Museum, set to open next year, honoring the legacy of U.S. Army service members. The Lebanon City Council has approved hiring outside legal representation following a lawsuit filed by Reliant Global, the developer of the Lebanon Sports Complex, over a disputed change order exceeding $1 million. On Saturday, November 23rd, hundreds attended the annual Christmas on the Cumberland celebration, featuring a switch lighting up Riverside Drive and a holiday drone show. For more news and weather, visit us online at mainstreetmediatn.com. Thanks for watching.
Well, we went all out for you this year, didn't we, little girl? Yep, we got you what you wanted with all the bells and whistles.
A brand new car?
Let's go check it out. Come on. We're here.
Oh my gosh, we're going to the garage. I got a car.
Yep, let's get in here. Let me show you what's going on.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Duggar, got your 18 SEER heat pump with your ultraviolet home treatment system.
I cannot believe it. Thank you.
Yes!
Give the gift of clean air this year. Merry Christmas from the Busy Bee family.
Nashville's Nutcracker returns to TPAC this December, presented by Nashville Ballet. This holiday season, audiences will journey with Clara and the Nutcracker Prince through Nashville's history and the land of sweets. Tickets at NashvilleBallet.com.
He shoots, and he scores!
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 123-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit nashville.lionel.com or call 615-455-9399.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. Okay, if you've been around watching our show for a few months, you may remember this right here from Fairview. It is Bowie Nature Park. Well, you know, Thanksgiving will be here on Thursday. A lot of family members traveling in, and sometimes you just may want to get out of the house and do something other than stand by the stove and just cooking. Well, you can head out to enjoy this park or others. But our focus for today with our Tennessee Traveler segment with our friend Tom Adkinson, he shares all that he has on Bowie Nature Park. First off, what's up? How's it going?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I hope you are too.
I sure am. And I love that we're highlighting this park because this is 700 plus acres of just beauty there in Fairview.
Absolutely. With my Tennessee Traveler columns in Main Street, Nashville, I'm just encouraging people to get out and do things. And some of them are just almost literally in your backyard.
You're right.
You know, the people in Fairview, they know this is a city park. But for outsiders who are out and about, it's a real discovery. It is 722 acres of restored land. That's the real hook for the story about Bowie Park. There's a lady named Dr. Elizabeth Bowie, no longer with us, but in the 50s, she started accumulating acreage and eventually got up to more than 700. But it was land that was just worn out and ragged. And I read a stat that it was so eroded that it was losing 30 tons of topsoil a year. And she started to work with really skilled people to put it back in shape.
That's incredible. But what does it mean to have a restored area? Like for those, what does that mean?
It means heavy equipment. It means bulldozers and tree planting. See, they planted 500,000 pine trees. They dug 5 lakes. They created hiking trails. They changed the worn out, just messed up land and turned it into a place of beauty. It's a forest now, a mixture of pine trees and hardwoods. And it's a treat that it's in Nashville's backyard, so to speak. And to me, one of the funny things is the entrance to it has a nice sign, but it doesn't blare at you on Highway 100 as you drive by. The park entrance sits between a Publix supermarket and a Walmart supercenter. I mean, it's in one sense, it's so incongruous, but once you get off of Highway 100 and go back quarter mile or so past the fire hall, you're in the woods.
You almost laugh a little bit because you think, am I going the right way? Like where, like is the park really back there? I want to talk to, they have a beautiful playground for kids. So again, you have your kids can go to the playground area,
Right.
but along the trails, talk more about how diverse it is and what we can see as far as, wildlife or plants.
Well, there are multiple habitats in that 700 acres. There's hardwood forest, pine trees, wetlands, the 5 lakes that I mentioned. It's a very diverse piece of real estate. And so consequently, in those different habitats, you'll see different birds particularly. But in that much acreage, you have deer, you have rabbits, raccoons, all the small animals that are popular in are indigenous to Tennessee. And it's a great place to introduce people to the outdoors.
It truly is. And Dr. Bowie actually, she deeded this to the city there in Fairview for them to have?
She gave it to the city of Fairview, and it is now in a conservation easement, so it's not going to change. Nothing dramatic is going to happen where it becomes a housing development.
Thank goodness for that. That is for sure. But, as people can get outside and again, walk the trails, see what they can see, you have the nature center there where you can go inside and, learn a number of things about not only Dr. Bowie, but the area. Is that correct?
No, it's a nice nature center. It has some nice displays. I remember one particular display of hummingbird nests. They're little bitty things, and it's just amazing that those birds can construct the things that they do. One of the elements that they use to make their nests is spider webs. Use that for some of the structure, but information about the flora and fauna of the park, and the staff has certain programs through the week that people should check on, and it's a great destination. We were talking about just getting out and about. In Middle Tennessee, there are lots of places like Bowie Park, and we were joking earlier, when you're at Thanksgiving or over the holidays and you just really need to get out of the house, need to give the kids some place to let some steam off or to get away from that uncle you don't want to be around. Places like Winding Stairs in Lafayette, a nice little park. Dunbar Cave in Clarksville has 3 miles of hiking trails, which are especially useful during the wintertime. Up near Smithville at the Appalachian Center for the Crafts, there are 4 hiking trails that, gosh, they give you some of the most spectacular views of Center Hill Lake you can imagine. And people need suggestions for getting out and finding places like this. And with the winters we've been having, as mild as they are, great time to be on the trail.
Oh, you're so right. I'm going to throw another one in there, though, Tom. Montgomery Bell State Park in Dixon is another spot that you can head to. I know that because that's where we do our Thanksgiving dinner, because they do one there at their restaurant. But that's a beautiful park for people to check out. And even if, say you love all your family members, you want to spend time with them, but get outdoors. You don't have to stay inside the whole time.
You don't have to stay inside all the time. Absolutely.
Well, I love this. Thank you so much, Tom. I have to ask before you leave us, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I organize a reunion, and we go to a little bitty town in Southwest Virginia called Damascus. And Damascus got hit hard by Hurricane Helene, parts of it. But the lodge that we go to was up on a hill and we're going to go and spend money in every business we can that's open.
That is great. Now, do you cook too?
It is a full open lodge, and we have 5 families represented, or 5 branches of the family. We have more cooks than we need, but we're going to cook it all.
Love hearing that. Well, please know, Tom, that we are grateful for you and very thankful for you this Thanksgiving season. So thank you so much for what you provide for us here.
Very well. Y'all keep traveling.
We will do it. I also want to mention at Bowie Nature Center that you can find in Tom's article, they have a fun little handout for a scavenger hunt. I want to make sure that this is noted for you, and it's for the kids. And you can find things from pine cones, holly berries, but it's a fun little scavenger hunt there at the Bowie Nature Center for you to enjoy. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new, handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Welcome back. Let me share with you a few scenes from the production of White Christmas that took stage at Austin Peay State University's Traherne Theater over the weekend. It's hard to believe that this production was done by students, such sensational talent. I had the pleasure to join my husband in the audience on Friday, where audience members laughed, sang along, and in my case, shed a few sentimental tears. White Christmas was such a fun way to kick off this holiday season. For my sit down with the leading cast members and the director of this production, please take a look at Mornings on Main Street from November 18th. Now for a look at the 7th annual Turkey for Troops that happened this past Saturday morning. Smiles and holiday wishes were shared as volunteers of all ages passed along turkeys and soft drinks to active duty service members, veterans, and their families. Longtime contributor to this event, Charlie Kuhn, shared with us ahead of Saturday that this is all about honoring those who have served and continue to serve and protect us. Kuhn gives us a highlight of some of the volunteers who turned out to help, and then I was also able to chat with one of the volunteers to ask why she made a point to come back out this year.
We've got so many volunteers. We've got people from Fort Campbell helping out, Clarksville Police Department killing it for us. We actually started a few minutes early. You know, people lined up at 4 o'clock this morning for our 8 o'clock start. Roads started getting jammed up, so we went ahead and started at 7:30. So everything's great.
Really enriching to be able to give back. Supporting other veterans is a passion of mine, so it's just a small token to be a part of this.
Were you surprised to see so many people out here this morning?
Oh yeah, I was here last year. I was surprised how early they get here, and it's just a pleasure to be able to help out.
Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Tuesday. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.